50 Cent's personal assistant just dropped secret footage from his upcoming documentary, and the internet is going wild. The clips allegedly drag more than 10 big-name rappers, and people are saying it could wreck whole careers. Sources say 50's furious about the leak, and what's inside these videos might flip the industry upside down. In this video, we're breaking down what was exposed, showing the jaw-dropping scenes, and explaining why this could seriously hurt some of the most powerful names in rap right now. To get it, you have to see the media machine 50 Cent built around his documentaries and how tight he runs it. Over the past few years, 50 Cent shifted hard into TV, producing hits like Power and all its spin-offs, stacking influence way beyond music. But one project changed how Curtis Jackson moves in public more than anything else. His 4-part docuseries, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, dropped on December 2, 2025, nearly 2 years after he first announced it, and it showed he was playing a much bigger game. On December 7, 2023, the series, directed by Alexandria Stapleton with 50 Cent as executive producer, ignited massive interest in the allegations against Sean Combs. The documentary featured intense interviews, even with jurors from the federal trial, pulling viewers straight into the controversy. But the moment that had everyone talking wasn't an interview at all. In a last-minute trailer released just before the premiere, Combs appears inside a Manhattan hotel room locked in a tense strategy call with his lawyers. The clip was reportedly filmed on September 10, 2024, only 6 days before Clothesville officials showed up and made an arrest in that very hotel lobby. That timing sent shockwaves online. People couldn't stop asking how such sensitive footage ended up with 50 Cent and Netflix in the first place. The mystery dominated social media for weeks, with theories flying in every direction. Then Combs' personal videographer, Michael Oberle, stepped in to clear the air, claiming the leak didn't come from him at all. According to his statement to Rolling Stone on December 10th, the footage was released by a third party who covered for him for 3 days while he was out of state. Oberle said the footage in question was not released by me or anyone authorized to handle Sean Combs' materials. It was by a third party who covered for me for 3 days while I was out of state. He blasted the move as a serious breach of professional ethics, adding that the freelancer's actions showed a lack of integrity no real storyteller should ever have. In simple terms, the leak reportedly came from a temporary videographer, basically someone filling in a support or assistant type role, and that footage somehow landed in the documentary. Director Alexandria Stapleton addressed the controversy, saying the material wasn't stolen. According to her, it came to us. We obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights. She also claimed they went to extreme lengths to protect whoever provided it, keeping that person's identity locked down tight. When NBC News correspondent Chloe Melas pressed 50 Cent about how he got the hotel room footage, he stayed cool and guarded. Jackson responded, "I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources." When asked whether the documentary's subject even knew the clip would be used, 50 didn't sound confident at all. He admitted, "I would doubt he knows," which only made the situation feel even more explosive. After the docuseries blew up on Netflix, 50 revealed there's a mountain of unseen material still sitting in the vault, more than 140 hours that never made the final cut. During a December 10, 2025 appearance on The Sherri Shepherd Show, he stirred things up again by hinting that raw, unfiltered clips could be dropped straight onto YouTube, which had fans and critics bracing for whatever might come next. He explained the original version had strict time limits. Not everything could fit into just 4 episodes, so tough choices had to be made. But the impact was undeniable. A project built partly on leaked material from someone close to the inner circle proved something powerful. A hard-hitting documentary plus non-stop social media pressure could hit way harder than any diss track ever could. That realization marked the moment the spotlight swung toward a brand new target. Then, on March 5, 2026, 50 Cent made a move that threw the hip-hop world into instant turmoil. He posted a screenshot of an article claiming he was developing a documentary tentatively titled Surviving T.I. and Tiny. The program was said to examine serious allegations that multiple women have publicly raised against the couple in recent years, turning an already tense situation into headline fuel overnight. The caption he added wasn't subtle at all. 50 wrote, "Remember how quiet I got before the Diddy doc? Dame thought I wasn't coming. I hope this doesn't mess up your promo tour. They're going to ask about your 20 sexual assault cases. You might want to talk to a crisis PR person." The message hit like a shockwave, blunt and impossible to ignore. The culture watched it unfold in real time. For a brief window before the post vanished, his Instagram showed a teaser for the alleged surviving T.I. and Tiny project, and screenshots spread like wildfire across blogs, reaction channels, and major outlets. Within minutes, the narrative was locked in, debates exploded online, and the internet was left buzzing over what this could mean if the documentary actually moves forward. The title itself was a clear nod to the surviving R. Kelly series, instantly signaling the kind of storm this project could create. But here's the twist. As of March 2026, there's no confirmed production timeline, no network backing, and no verified footage proving surviving T.I. and Tiny even exists at all. 50 Cent knows exactly how today's viral machine works, and sometimes the threat of a devastating documentary can shake people more than the documentary itself. Even without an official announcement, 50 hinted the wheels might already be turning behind the scenes. That uncertainty became the real weapon. Nobody knows what he actually has or how far along it is. By pointing to his past success with the Netflix docuseries, he made it clear he's capable of delivering, and that alone was enough to shift the entire conversation overnight. The accusations he referenced didn't come out of nowhere. T.I. and Tiny first faced public allegations in January 2021 when former friend Sabrina Peterson posted claims from multiple women on Instagram, including accusations of sexual assault, facilitation of abuse, and forced drug use. Since then, additional women have spoken publicly, and some have pursued legal action, keeping the controversy alive and under intense scrutiny. T.I. and Tiny strongly denied the accusations back in 2021, pushing back against every claim. Sabrina Peterson alleged that T.I. once threatened her life and held a gun to her head during an incident in 2009, a claim he has disputed. After her posts went public, more than 30 women and one man came forward within 2 months, accusing the couple of drugging, kidnapping, intimidation, and sexual assault across California and Georgia, turning the situation into a nationwide controversy. The legal system and public opinion didn't move in sync, and that gap became exactly the space where 50 Cent stepped in. Even as criminal cases stalled or failed to proceed, the cultural debate never really cooled off. By dropping and then deleting that Instagram post, 50 pushed T.I. straight onto the defensive, dragged old allegations back into the spotlight, and dominated hip-hop headlines without filming a single new scene or spending major money. It was a calculated play from someone who treats rap feuds like strategic business moves. And this didn't come out of nowhere. The tension between 50 Cent and T.I. had already been heating up for weeks, fueled by talk of a versus battle that never happened. The drama flared again when T.I. said on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast that 50 had agreed to the showdown, then suddenly backed out with no clear explanation, leaving fans confused and their rivalry boiling over once more. According to T.I., the challenge wasn't some random online stunt. He said the idea came up while they were both in Hollywood trying to lock in TV and film deals together. Tip claimed that behind closed doors, 50 sounded interested in doing a versus battle, but online he acted like it was news to him, which instantly killed T.I.'s respect. In his view, the event was supposed to be about honoring both of their catalogs, not turning it into a circus. T.I. explained, "Me and this man talked about this. I just ain't calling out of the blue. This ain't come out of nowhere. We were moving around in Los Angeles selling some shows together." He made his frustration crystal clear, saying, "Just say you don't want to do it. All this other extra lame-ass shot, man. This shot goofy. I have no interest in standing on stage with him. I don't respect him." The tone wasn't competitive. The drama got messy fast. 50 appeared to announce the idea publicly first, expecting T.I. to follow up, but when the news spread, 50 acted clueless and started trolling instead of giving a straight answer or handling it privately. Rather than settling it with music, he leaned into online antics, exactly the lane where he's always been the most dangerous. 50 didn't hold back. He flooded social media with jokes, memes, and sharp posts aimed straight at T.I. and his family, even dragging Tiny and their son King into the crossfire. At one point, he posted an unflattering photo of Tiny, seemingly trying to provoke T.I. to silence. Then he escalated further by sharing another post that mocked King, comparing him to Pepe the Frog, which many fans saw as crossing a serious line.
T.I. didn't stay quiet. He jumped into the comments and fired back immediately, turning the thread into a public showdown. But instead of getting stuck in endless online arguing, Tip took it where he felt strongest, the studio. He dropped "War," a clear warning shot, then followed up with the right one, unloading directly at 50 with sharp personal bars. By March 20, 2026, T.I. had released 4 diss tracks aimed at 50 Cent: War, The Right One, Lessons, and What Bully. He kept the pressure non-stop, with critics saying Lessons was one of his most focused performances in years. The 4th track, What Bully, went after 50's tough guy internet persona, questioning whether that image holds up when real-world consequences enter the picture. Musically, the feud has been completely one-sided. T.I. kept unloading diss tracks back-to-back, while 50 Cent stayed off the mic and chose a different battlefield: social media. Instead of heading to the booth, he flooded timelines with memes, jokes, and carefully chosen images aimed at T.I. and his family, turning whole clash into non-stop online spectacle. At one point, 50 appeared to wave a sarcastic white flag by deleting posts related to T.I. and the Harris family. He wrote, "I'm outta here, you guys hurt my feelings," alongside a photo of himself boarding a private jet, as if he was done with the drama. But anyone familiar with his playbook knows silence from 50 rarely means defeat. It usually means he's plotting the next move. What made this clash feel different from his past feuds was how deeply family members were pulled into it. This wasn't just T.I. versus 50 anymore. It started to look like the entire Harris family against the G-Unit boss. The tension spread beyond the two rappers, dragging relatives into the spotlight and pushing the situation into territory that even longtime hip-hop watchers found uneasy to witness. The Harris family saw 50's posts about Tiny as blatant disrespect, and the response was immediate. T.I.'s sons stepped in fast to defend their mother, turning the feud into something much bigger than rap. King Harris blasted old, controversial images of 50 across social media, while Domani Harris went at him through music, dropping diss tracks aimed straight at the New York mogul. Domani released a song called Miss Jackson, opening with a sample from Outkast's famous 2000 hit, but the lyrics took a far more personal turn. The 24-year-old wrote directly about 50's late mother, Sabrina Jackson, who died in a fire when he was a child, pushing the conflict into deeply sensitive territory. Soon after, King dropped his own track and video, wearing a t-shirt printed with an image of 50's mother, a move that shocked even people used to brutal rap beefs. Rick Ross, no stranger to clashing with 50 himself, jumped into the comments too, hyping up T.I.'s side and adding more fuel to the online frenzy. But this was the moment things crossed a line even for T.I. He stepped in and publicly drew a boundary, saying he doesn't believe in attacking someone's family in ways he wouldn't want his own family attacked. T.I. later expressed regret over how far things had spiraled, signaling that the situation had gone way beyond competitive music into something much heavier. In one interview, T.I. admitted he had real regrets about how involved his kids became in the conflict. He recalled stepping in and saying, "I said that's enough. When I seen that damn t-shirt he shared, man, chill out. I'm big on treating people the way I want to be treated." The moment clearly shook him, showing this wasn't just rap drama anymore. It had turned personal in a way he didn't like. During a sit-down on the Ebro and Laura Stiles show, the Atlanta star doubled down, saying he never needed a feud with 50 to promote his music. His single Let Him Know from his retirement album Kill the King was already buzzing on urban radio and multiple charts in early 2026, proving the spotlight was already on him. Meanwhile, 50 Cent still hadn't dropped a single diss record. Instead, he stayed on Instagram flexing his TV empire, because these days, he doesn't just rap responses, he packages them into shows, documentaries, and viral moments that generate far bigger impact and money. And this leads to what might be the most strategic move of all, the documentary threat aimed at T.I., which surfaced right when their feud hit maximum intensity. Instead of trading diss tracks, 50 essentially signaled that music battles wouldn't matter if a full-scale film digging into serious allegations was coming. He hasn't answered with a single song, but his history shows he's more than willing to go after opponents on camera, where the impact can last far longer. He already demonstrated that approach with his recent Netflix docuseries The Reckoning, which focused on a previous rival. The underlying message felt unmistakable. You can release all the tracks you want, but a documentary can follow you for years and shape public perception in a completely different way. It was a warning shot delivered without stepping into a studio. Taken together, everything he's done lately points to a clear transformation. 50 Cent has evolved from rapper to TV powerhouse to a master provocateur who knows exactly how to stir headlines. The leaked footage, the documentary talk, the relentless trolling, it all feeds the same media engine. Even his 2026 Super Bowl DoorDash commercial leaned into that image, joking about his long list of feuds and embracing the label many fans already give him, the ultimate troll. The Super Bowl ad even showed 50 pulling random items out of a DoorDash bag, each one hinting at a different feud from his past, like a highlight reel of drama. The whole concept leaned into his reputation for never backing down from conflict, whether it's rap beef or personal clashes. Over time, he hasn't just survived controversy, he's turned it into a powerful brand, and by 2026, that brand feels bigger and louder than ever. The situation with Marlon Wayans followed that exact same pattern. On December 8th, Wayans appeared on the Cruise Show podcast and shared his blunt opinion on seeing Combs' The Reckoning, the series executive produced by 50. He questioned whether the documentary was fair and said, "Puff's down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down. If luck ever turns on 50, you gotta be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action." Those words lit the fuse. Instantly, as soon as 50 caught wind of the comments, the online sparring began and dragged on for days, with both sides trading jokes and jabs non-stop. The back and forth only cooled off after Wayans' own family stepped in, urging him not to escalate things further. His brother Damon reportedly told him, "Why you picked the biggest brother?" a warning that this was a fight that could spiral out of control. At this point, it's clear 50 Cent isn't just playing the rap game anymore. He's playing chess while everyone else is throwing punches. Whether it's documentaries, viral posts, or perfectly timed controversies, he keeps finding ways to control the spotlight and keep the entire culture watching his next move. And if history tells us anything, when 50 goes quiet, something loud usually follows right after. So the real question is what's coming next and who's going to be in the crosshairs this time? One thing's for sure, when 50 Cent presses a button, the whole industry feels it. If you want the real breakdowns, the updates nobody else is connecting, and the stories behind the headlines, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share this video, and drop your thoughts in the comments below.